Warning! The following video may contain spoilers for some of your favourite shows. Just remember that before you continue. Stevie, out. South Park, Season 20, Episode 7. Oh jeez. South Park Season 20 may be ending soon, but I am not. If you want to see more South Park, Dragon Ball Super, theories, gaming videos, whatever else I can find, hit the subscribe button that you see on screen now. So this week we're going to start off with Garrison on the member berries. At the start of the episode we see the results of the election. Garrison wins. And we see him giving a pretty robotic acceptance speech, which is very weird. He is back to thinking things like The Force Awakening was good, and that he once again wants to fuck everyone to death. It seems that the member berries have taken control of him again. Later in the episode we see that Catherine Jenner seems to be controlling him, as she has the ability to puke what seems to be concentrated member berry juice pukey serum into people's faces, and this member berry puke just completely brainwashes them. It just wipes their brain and it just makes them go total member berry brainwashed state where they think everything old is cool. This leads up to Jenner puking on Randy when he confronts Garrison, because obviously Randy's thinking, Garrison, what's up? You said you were over this, you said you didn't want this. Later he goes home and tries to defend Garrison, but the rest of the family are like, what the fuck? You hated him only a week ago. Only for Randy to then puke the member berry stuff into a family member's face, turning them into a member berry zombie. It's like, what the fuck? Clearly it's not, they are zombies, because when they get puked on they become another one. It's like Walking Dead meets nostalgia meets South Park. The member berries are blowing my mind, but we roll on to Gerald and Troll Trace. Now at first, Gerald thinks it's all over. He thinks he's going to get busted for trolling, making Hilda Ollengard kill herself, and the men in black come to arrest him. After a bit of skirmish and Sheila try to defend him for his love of pee porn, the men in black take him to the bridge where he first met Dildo Baggins, and he sees a shadow under the bridge, but it is not Dildo Baggins, it is Hillary Clinton. She relates to what he was doing and she wants his help to take Troll Trace down. So Gerald is like, what's happening? Am I going to be like a spy? And it's yes, he is tasked to be a spy, like James Bond. He is sent out to Troll Trace under the pseudonym of Ambassador Von Miller, super top secret style, super top secret camera glasses, the lot. He is in deep. We go over to Fort Collins, which is in complete lockdown. No one is allowed to go in or out, as they have seen everybody's internet histories. People who try to leave are getting shot, and the same goes for people trying to get in. An interesting and possibly important fact is that Fort Collins election votes have not yet been counted. Could this mean something later? Who knows? So Gerald is sent to Troll Trace with what he thinks is an EMP device in a briefcase that is going to go off at a certain time. When he gets there, he is treated to an awkward dinner by Troll Trace CEO Bedrager. Gerald keeps asking to see the Troll Trace servers while Bedrager keeps talking to him about the big trolling attacks which his country has suffered. After the dinner and Gerald sniggering at the trolling reports, he is taken to a room which he thinks is where the servers are. But when he gets in there, it turns out that all the other trolls that were helping him troll Denmark are in the room. They're all dressed as super secret agents, and it seems like the gig is up. They have all been busted. It has all been a complete sham. So just after they all realise that, hey, maybe they're not all super secret agents, the time has come for their EMP bombs to go off. But that's not what happens. Their suitcases open and all they see is an iPad in them. And then Rick Astley, Never Gonna Give You Up, starts playing on the iPads. Yes, the trolls have been fucking rickrolled. The trolls have been captured by the Danes. All the while, Troll Trace are ready to unleash their service on the world. And maybe the funniest bit about Gerald this week is him flat out calling Kyle a pussy. It's time to talk about Cartman. Eric is still absolutely shitting himself at the thought of his internet history being made public. He has tried to get Butter's help, But Butters thinks of him as a traitor, as he has a girlfriend and constantly kisses her ass while she is pulling his strings. Cartman now, as his last hope, needs to get to Mars, and he wants to find a way to get him and Heidi to Mars before all the internet history gets leaked, so she does not hear that Cartman thought the new Ghostbusters sucked. The episode closed out with Cartman and Heidi looking on at the SpaceX building, with Cartman planning a mission to Mars. And lastly this week, after the election, PC Principal is trying his hardest to bring the boys and girls back together by bringing in a real gentleman. The boys and girls are all sent to an assembly where none other than fucking Bill Clinton appears to try and teach the boys how to be more gentlemanly and bring about some peace between the boys and girls. And along with Bill Clinton is his friend, colleague and someone who's going to teach the guys how to be gentlemen, Bill Cosby. This blew me away. This absolutely blew me away. So you've got Bill Clinton telling the boys that everyone needs to be nice, as the women can be mental and they need to get the women on side. As it goes on, it turns out that Bill Clinton and his behaviour over the years has completely and utterly broke Hillary's spirit. And Clinton now thinks that she has nothing left to lose, and because of this, they all need to suck up to women big time and get on side, as the shit is gonna go down. Maybe the funniest bit of all this, bringing peace to the school this week, was Butters and his protests, which was awesome. There was a scene with Kyle getting training by Bill Clinton and Wendy, how to speak to Wendy properly. Butters comes out from nowhere, presses the pickle against the window in protest. By that, I mean he took his dick out and stuck it up against the restaurant window they were in. Bill Clinton looked on in shock and was like, hey, they're pressing the pickle. This was insane. The episode was a bit crazy. The questions I have from this week are: will Hillary go crazy? Will she lock all the men underground and milk them for their semen? What is going to happen to Skank Hunt and the trolls? And who or what is behind the member berries and the results of the election? In closing, I thought this week's episode was a bit meh, but I think that's because I had set myself up for an episode like about last night, from when Obama won the election, but all we really got was a smaller part in a bigger story. On watching the episode, I had the instant impression that the writers did not plan on Trump winning, and that they had to basically run around behind the scenes and put an episode together. And after writing this review and before recording it, I did find out that that is actually what happened. They had planned on Hillary winning, and because of this they had to frantically rewrite their episode to fit this narrative, and because of that the episode seemed thrown together at parts. Some bits didn't make sense, like why is Hillary still relevant? She's lost. So other things are happening like that. Thanks to delaying the review, I got this information so I could chuck it in. So I think obviously the writers thought Hillary was going to win, and that put them in a bit of a corner with this. Thankfully, Matt and Trey are geniuses. All I can say is 2016, what a fucking year. I just hope the whole climax that they had planned was not based around Clinton winning, else the rest of the season may suffer the same fate as this episode. But as I said, thankfully Matt and Trey are geniuses, except for politics. Imagine Stevie out.